Dear champs and dear students, let us continue Dower Beach. We have already covered three stanzas of this very particular poem. Now let's compare the last stanza of the poem. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams. So see, here the speaker of the poem speaking to his probably beloved wife and asking her or seeking a favor from her, that is to be true to each other, to have trust in each other. Why? Because at that time when people have lost their trust and faith in the God and their religion, if there is anything that can protect them, that can save them, that can hold them together, is faith in each other, faith in one another, love for each other. It is the love and the faith and belief in each other can save one another. And that's why here the speaker of this very particular poem is asking his beloved wife to be true to each other, to have faith and trust in each other. Why? Because this faith and trust in each other can protect them. Why? Because there is a struggle, there is confusion, there is problem everywhere. It's all because of industrialization. It's all because of the loss of faith in religion and God. So see what he says: to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams. So he says, why? Because the world that is in front of us, how does this world look like? Beautiful, just like the dream, just like the world of the dream. Means beautiful, but is it really beautiful? Here see how the sight is cheating, how the sight is cheating and how the sound is giving the real picture of this world. It happens that when we look at the world, when we look at the people, certain people, they look so innocent, so good from outside, but they are absolutely different and opposite from inside. Same is the case with us. Here the sight is what? Sight is kind of deceiving the other. The speaker says that, see, they are the newly married couple. They have new hope. They have started a kind of a new life, on a new innings of their life, and it's all because of that. They have lots of hopes and lots of dreams, lots of positivity. But he says that the world that is in front of us looks beautiful, but in reality, it is not beautiful at all. It is horrible. It is our illusion. This is the illusory world. This is not the real world. He says, see, to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, means so different, so beautiful, so new. Why? Because they are newly married couple, and everything looks new to them. See, he says, hath really neither joy, no joy in this world, no love. People do not have love for each other. No light means no hope at all. No certitude, certainty, what will happen the next moment. No peace. People have lost peace. They are absolutely disturbed, no help for pain. And nobody is here helping, nobody is here ready to help. anyone who is in a kind of a suffering or is in a kind of a pain. So he said that, see, this world looks beautiful from a distance. But if you go closer and have a closer look of this world, you'll find that this world is absolutely contrary to what it looks. The people of this world have lost hope. They have lost faith, and it's all because of that. They have become material minded. They have become selfish, and it's all because of that. What is going to happen next? Nobody knows. If somebody lands in trouble, these people are not going to help. Why? Because these people have become self-centered. There was a time people had a kind of a connection with one another. One man was all the time ready to help the other man. People at present People at present are departed, leaving their villages, their countries, leaving countrysides and moving in the direction of this city. And as long as people live in villages, or in the olden time, those people who lived in villages had a kind of a connection and had a cooperation with one another. But it was all because of the rapid growth or the progress of the industrialization. Masses were moving in the direction of the city, and that connection, that common bond and connection they shared living in the villages, they were losing. And that's why here he says that though the world looks beautiful, but in actuality it does not. People in this world have become selfish and limited, and have become self-centered, and that's why one man is not going to help the other in trouble. Only one thing that can save us, protect us, and keep us together, that is faith. Faith in each other, faith in one another. Love can only and only at present, only and only can at present support us, hold us, keep us together. Otherwise we are going Otherwise we are going to suffer. Otherwise we are going to face massive loss. And that's why here he's asking his beloved wife, his life partner, to have trust in each other, to believe each other, to love each other, to be honest to each other, only because these traits and qualities can somehow save them together or keep them together. See, and we are here as on a darkling plain. Darkling plain. Here the author means just our poet Matthew Arnold is giving indirect reference of that very particular war that was going on, or that happened, or that took place in the night time between Athenians and Spartans. That very particular war took place in Sicily, and a great ancient writer, Thucydides was a great ancient Greek writer who wrote a book titled The History of Peloponnesian War. This I have written the history of Peloponnesian War. This Thucydides had written this book titled The History of Peloponnesian War, and in this very particular book he gives a vivid account of that nighttime war, that took place in Sicily between Athenian and Spartans, two sides. Since this was going on in the night time, neither Athenian just soldiers nor Spartan soldiers, neither just Athenian nor just actually Spartans were able to see whom they are killing, whom they were wounding or injuring, but they just went on killing, went on injuring in the night time. He said, same is the situation and condition at present. People here at this time are struggling against each other, are trying to harm each other or one another, just as Athenian and Spartan soldiers were killing and harming each other in that very particular battle that took place in the night time in Sicily. And the account of the battle given by Thucydides in the book The History of Peloponnesian War. And remember one thing, my dear student, the history of Peloponnesian War, the book written by Thucydides, this very particular book was translated by Matthew Arnold's father, Thomas Arnold, in 3 volumes. So here Matthew Arnold is just giving the allusion or making use of allusion by giving the reference of that very particular war that took place in the night time between Spartans and Athenians, and the account of the war given by Thucydides in his book History of Peloponnesian War. So he says that the condition of the modern man or the people at his time, in actually you can say that Victorian era, very similar to those Athenian and Spartan soldiers who were killing and harming one another, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. So he says that just as Athenian and Spartan soldiers were fighting in the night time in Sicily and killing each other, scenario is same, situation is same, the condition is same here. The English people without faith, without God, you can say that they are fighting against each other, they are harming each other, and it has happened all because of industrialization. You can say that, or I told you in the previous video that since Matthew Arnold was a classic, he believed in old custom and tradition. He was somehow not ready to accept the change that was somehow rapid. And that's why he found lots of complications. He felt that something bad was going to happen, and to some extent, whatever Matthew Arnold is here sensing, and to some extent giving a hint about the future time, rarely it came true in 1914 when the First World War took place, and then in 1939 or 40 around the Second World War took place, in which the people of Europe suffered greatly. So I hope, my dear learners, you must have just understood this last stanza of this very particular poem. Provided that you find some complications, feel absolutely free to let me know. Once again, I will make a personal appeal to you. If you like my explanation, please do like my video. If you really like it, do subscribe it, and do also share with your friends that they can also get the get the benefit. Thank you for watching.